Good morning, dear students.
Good morning, sir.
How are you all today?
Fine, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also fine. Very good. So today we'll begin our class, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so before that, just let me write over here the date. Okay? What
Yes,
is the
sir.
date today?
19th, sir.
19th, okay. Of May. Okay. And what subject?
Economics, sir.
Yeah, economics. Then what was the topic that we were dealing with?
Sectors of Indian economy,
Very
sir.
good. Sectors of
Indian economy.
Indian economy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then what were the subtopics?
Primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector.
Very good. Okay. Primary, secondary, then
Tertiary sector.
tertiary sector. Very good. Sectors. Okay. It's clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today, before I move on to some other points from the same topic, that is sectors of the Indian economy, I want to know from you all something related to what we have discussed so far. Okay?
Yes,
In the
sir.
previous classes, what we have discussed so far. So just I want to know whether you have understood or how much you have grasped. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the previous class, in the last class, we discussed about the tertiary sector, isn't it?
Yes,
Before
sir.
that, we discussed about these two sectors, namely the primary and then
Secondary.
Then in the last class, we discussed about the
Tertiary sector.
and also we discussed about the how to count the various goods and services in each sector, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then afterwards, I told you about the GDP, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So these mainly three things we discussed yesterday. I mean, in the last class, in the previous class. So just want to, before I move on to some other points from the same topic, so just I want to know how much you have understood. Okay.
Yes,
Just
sir.
I'll ask you few questions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do you mean by this tertiary sector?
Tertiary sector is a support for both primary and secondary. It helps them.
Yes, you are very right. Very correct. You have said so. So, just want to add you, okay?
Yes,
Add
sir.
something, what you have said. That only I want to add something, okay? So, tertiary sector that helps in the development of the primary and then
Secondary sector.
secondary sector. As I told you in the previous class, now I gave you the example of which one? You remember?
Tomato.
Yes, very good, very good. I gave you the example of tomato. Here the tomato, production of tomato is there. Here ketchup company is there. So tertiary sector is helping in the development of the primary and then secondary sector, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
How it is? Helping in the development of these two sectors.
Providing goods and service, sir.
Yes, is providing service, isn't
Service.
it? So this tomato by itself, it will not get up and go to the ketchup company, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
For that, the tertiary sector is that it provides a service to the help of lorry or the trucks to carry and take to the ketchup company, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
To provide service. Then another, again, some more things we said related to this tertiary sector. That is, it is an aid. It is an aid or it is a support to these two sectors, primary and then secondary. And we said that it is this tertiary sector, of course, is a support, but in itself it does not produce goods, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Only it gives the service. It does not produce goods or neither it manufactures anything, isn't it? Just it provides the service. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the another name for this tertiary sector?
Service sector, sir.
Yes, very correct, very right. But why do you say that it is a service sector? What
Sir,
makes you to say that this is the service sector?
because it provides service, because it helps, like you told us, sir, that tomato did not go to so primary sector or secondary sector, but then it with the help of vehicle, that tomato was taken to
Yes, yes,
secondary
yes.
sector.
Yes, you are right. So let us put it this way, okay? In a very simple way. I'll put this one in very simple way. It is called service sector because it generates the service only. It generates the service. It does not produce goods. It does not manufacture anything, isn't it? Just
Yes, sir.
generates the what?
Service.
Service. That's why it is called
Service sector.
Okay. Then afterwards I talked about the I mean how to count the various goods and services in each sector. How will you count? That in this particular sector we have this much because production is so high, isn't it, in each sector?
Yes, sir.
But how will you count the various goods and services in each sector? I told you about that. Can we calculate all the production in different sectors in terms of numbers or in terms of items? Can we count that?
Value, sir.
Yes, very good, very good. So we cannot count in the terms of items or cannot count in terms of number, but in terms of
Value.
value or money,
Money.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in terms of money, all the various goods and services of each sector is calculated, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Then I talked about the GDP. GDP. What is the full form of GDP?
Gross domestic product, sir.
Yes, very good, very good. Gross domestic product. But how will you define this one? What does it come to your mind?
Sir, it is the production or value of all the three sectors.
Yes, very good, very good. See, GDP. GDP, okay. GDP, gross domestic product. It means gross means total, domestic means within the country, and product is product, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you calculate the sum total of each sector. Okay. In primary sector, whatever the calculation we have in terms of money, we calculate that one fully. Then from secondary sector again the value, the money is calculated. Then tertiary sector also money calculated. Then this sum total of three sectors. So whatever we get, again it is calculated. Almost we can say it is like a grand total there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So GDP is that. So accordingly, we'll come to know that GDP of the country is either it is high or it is low, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It depends on the production and the value calculated from each sectors, and whatever we get, that is the GDP. That's why in the country we know about the GDP is going high, the GDP is going
Down.
low, isn't it? Fluctuating in each year, na? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so far you have understood what we have discussed in the last class. Is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So dear students, today from the same topic, from the sectors of the Indian economy, we will move on to some other topics. We'll discuss about the historical change in each sectors. Historical change in
Each
each
sector.
Historical change in each sector, and also we'll see the graph. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll see the graph, and that graph will make us understand the changes in the three sectors.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, dear students. Now, let us discuss about the historical change in sectors. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so through the help of slides, I will show you. Okay, that will make you still more clear. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You will understand better through the help of slides. Okay? Okay. So all of you, please pay attention this side. Okay, I'll make it bigger. Yes, can you see all here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now we'll discuss about the historical change in sectors. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by this historical change? Already it is given here. Okay. One thing leads to another and another and another over the years. Or another way you can say shift of changes over the years. Okay, this is called historical change. The one thing leading to another. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Shift or changes that is taking place over the years. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in the earlier the roads were not there. Isn't it? But over
Yes.
the years, how the changes took place. Now we have practically everywhere roads. So this is historical change. Okay.
Yes,
In the
sir.
past there was something, isn't it? Then in the present, then future something will be there. Isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so that is called historical change. One thing leading to another, another then another. Okay. Shift is taking place over the years. Is understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, very good. Now let us see one by one the historical change in each sector. Okay. Now let us look at this primary sector. Primary sector. See, when you see the history of any developed country, okay, if you see the history of any developed country, in the beginning, before it developed, it was like it was dominating in the primary sector. Now everyone was involved in the production of goods and services, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Everyone was involved in agriculture. Now, primary sector is known as a
Agriculture.
sector. So that time most of the people were working in agriculture. Okay. So what happens afterwards? Changing nature of farming. But then that changing nature slowly mechanized. The people started using the technical things, the technologies. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then because of that only excess of production. Now, so much of production took place. Why? Because of the changing nature of farming. Everything was mechanized. The technologies were used for the production. So because of that there was a excess of production. And because of the excess of production, they needed warehouse to store the things, isn't it?
Yes,
The
sir.
goods, whatever the products were there, the raw materials were needed to be stored in the
Yes.
warehouse. Then for that, what it gave rise to emergence of service, isn't it? So in order to take the goods from here to the factory, you needed service, isn't it? Transportation.
Yes, sir.
So that's why, see, earlier in the beginning, the primary sector was dominating because all were involved in the primary sector, the agriculture. Most of the people were working in the agriculture. Now, more than half of the population were working in the where?
Agriculture.
Agriculture or in the primary sector. That's why it was dominant, isn't it, in the beginning, and then now dominant on other sector. And because of the excess of production, high production, everything was mechanized, and these gave rise to another sector, and that is called, what is called another sector?
Secondary sector.
Secondary sector, because the changing is taking place, the shift is taking place, because everything was mechanized and there was excess of production. and services were required. So things were not limited only to the primary sectors. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now slowly, steadily, gradually they move on to the secondary sector. And now the attention was shifted from primary sector and now it is taken to
Secondary sector.
Okay, so this is the what is called historical change. Okay, historical change. Historical
Change.
change in sectors. Okay, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Here, no? Okay, let us see the next slide. Okay, look at here, all of you. Secondary sector. Now what happened? Movement of people into industries or factories and more services, more opportunity, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
See, earlier in the beginning, 85% of the total population of India, now they were fully confined or they were limited only to the agriculture, isn't it? In the beginning,
Yes,
but
sir.
everything was mechanized. There was, changing nature in farming and all. Everything took place. Service emerged, isn't it? So
Yes.
automatically move on to the secondary sector. So here what happened? Now the industries came into existence, and that generated more service, more opportunities there. That's why now people are moving from village area to rural area to urban area, city area. For what? In order to
For
get
service,
job,
yes.
to have a good life, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So they are fed up of this life of agriculture, isn't it? The farming, everything, they are fed up of that. People are more. So now they are shifting to the industries, the factories, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's why now production in goods more employed, now dominant, now getting more attention. So in the beginning, the primary sector was dominating. Now the secondary sector is dominating, getting more attention. And now the shift is the shift has taken place from the primary to the secondary. And now again this shift will go to where?
Tertiary.
Tertiary sector. Because the production is very high here. Factories are more goods are produced. Products coming up day by day, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So now slowly and steadily again moving on to the tertiary sector, because more services are generated, isn't it? Whatever is produced here in the factories, the products are there, that has to be supplied, isn't it?
Yes,
Exported to
sir.
some other places. So for that, service is required, service is needed, isn't it?
Yes,
That's
sir.
why the now attention is shifting to service sector. Okay, here, look at here, the tertiary sector. As the country developed, more services came into existence. Clear?
Yes, sir.
As the country developed, as the country started developing, the more services were generated, and for that service sector had to give service, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then information technology came into existence. Digital payment, money is transferred into their accounts, isn't it?
Yes,
The
sir.
people, those who are in the village and all, those who are doing the farming, they are busy in agriculture. Those people also, what they are doing? The digital payment they are also doing. They are also getting the money in their accounts, isn't it?
Yes,
so
sir.
services are provided, isn't it? Then this tertiary sector is the supplementing the growth of primary and the secondary sector, isn't it?
Yes.
The more the primary sector grow, it gave rise to secondary sector again gave rise to primary sector. What is called? Tertiary sector. And that tertiary sector is the supplement for the growth of primary and then
Secondary
sector.
sector.
Very good. But now it is looking like dominant figure among the three sectors, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the shift is taking place from primary to secondary, from secondary to tertiary, isn't it?
Yes,
so
sir.
now tertiary sector has become, very powerful. This sector is getting more attention. It is like a dominant figure. Okay?
Yes,
Because
sir.
more services are generated. More services are generated. Because people have income now, they have money, isn't it? So services are more. Services are more. Is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Students, you have any questions to ask?
No,
Any
sir.
question, please? Is understood, no?
Yes,
You
sir.
understood? It's clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us see the situation of primary, secondary and tertiary sector in India. Okay, I'll show you graph that will again help you to understand better. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us see here. Can you see the graph?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us now understand the GDP by primary, secondary and tertiary sector. Okay. How will you understand? I'll very clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I will explain this one and you will understand better. Okay. Here the graph is there. See, the GDP of 1973-74. Okay.
Yes,
This
sir.
was the GDP that time. And then the total GDP of that year, okay, it was only 5,000 crores. The GDP of the country in the year 1973-74, what was the GDP?
5,000
5,000
crore.
crore. And what was the contribution from the primary sector? More than the other sectors, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because it was dominant, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Because more people were employed, they were doing so much of production, isn't it?
Yes,
Goods were
sir.
produced so much, raw materials, and more people were involved in the beginning. So it was getting more attention and it was contributing a lot, isn't it?
Yes,
Then
sir.
from the secondary sector, very little. Then in the tertiary sector again, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
the GDP of India in the year 1973-74, the GDP was 5,000 crore, and in that primary sector played a great role, contributed a lot for the GDP of the country. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But what happened in the 2013-14? Okay. See, almost after 40 years, what happened? Here, can you see?
Yes,
The
sir.
contribution of primary sector,
Yes.
the contribution of secondary sector, and the contribution of
Tertiary
tertiary
sector.
sector. So now, which sector is contributing more?
Tertiary sector,
Tertiary
sir.
sector. Now it is dominating, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
that is the historical changes in sectors. Historical change in sectors. See earlier how the primary was dominating. Then slowly and steadily maybe secondary, but now at present tertiary sector is playing the
Vital role.
vital role for the GDP of the country. So much of contribution is making. Okay, because lot of services are there, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here also same. Okay, in the year 19 in the according to the percentage wise, in the year 1973 to 74, see how much the contribution from the primary sector to GDP? Almost 40%, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And what about the secondary sector? Only 10%. Then tertiary sector, of course, half than the 50%, isn't it?
Yes,
But
sir.
look at here, in the year 2013 and 14, according to percentage wise, what was the contribution of the primary sector?
Very less, sir.
Very less, only 10%. Then almost this one, secondary sector 20%. Rest of the 70% are only from tertiary sector, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So students, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
You have any question to ask?
No, sir.
Okay, so I hope you have understood the point that I dealt with today with you all. It's clear, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for the recapitulation, okay? I'll
Yes,
ask you
sir.
some questions just to know whether you understood this the topic that I dealt with today. Only one topic I dealt with. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But I just want to know whether you understood or not. Okay. So the first question, what do you mean by the historical change? Historical change? How will you know?
Sir,
Or how will
historical
you
change.
define that?
Here, primary sector shifted to secondary sector.
Yeah.
A change took place. Sir.
Just if you speak about the historical change, means shift from
Primary to secondary, sir.
primary to secondary, secondary to
Tertiary
So that is called historical change in sectors.
sectors.
So what do you mean? If you say the historical change means one thing leads to another, isn't it? The
Yes,
shift is
sir.
taking place over the years.
Yes.
Okay? Okay. Now explain historical change in primary sector.
Yes,
How
sir.
the change took place from the primary sector.
Earlier, only in primary sector, people used to cultivate, and
Okay.
people were involved in that agriculture sector. And then afterwards, they moved to secondary sector because so much of production of raw material took place. So they moved to secondary
Yes,
sector
that's
to
enough. That's
tertiary
enough.
sector.
You have understood very well. Very good, very good. So, the primary there was excessive of production.
Yes,
Everything was
sir.
mechanized, and because of the excess of production that was giving rise to the secondary sector. Because the things whatever were produced were supposed to store in the warehouse, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So because of that, the shift was taken place, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then, what is the historical change in the secondary sector?
Sir, when secondary sector, so when it was produced things, so that things had to be taken to some other place. So tertiary sector existed, and that helped a lot both the primary sector and secondary sector.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. So in the secondary sector, what happened? More services were generated. Production also was more, isn't it?
Yes.
So because of that, the changes took place. Now the attention was shifted from secondary to the tertiary, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Because whatever was produced supposed to be exported, isn't it? So through the help of service sector, it was done. So now the attention was shifted from secondary to the tertiary sector. Now what is the changes in the historical change in the tertiary sector? Now what is the present situation of the tertiary sector?
So tertiary sector is providing more income than those two sectors.
Yeah, very good. So in the tertiary sector, now it has become it is now, what to say? It is like leading figure. It is leading, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It is getting now more attention. More services are generated. And now this sector is dominating, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And now it is playing the very vital role in the production of goods and services. The services and especially for the GDP of the country. So much contribution is making from its side. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now last question. Okay. So what does the comparison between 1973, 74 and 2013-14? So what conclusion can we draw from the comparison?
Sir,
Yes, I showed you the graph here. So what conclusion can you draw by looking at the graph? Okay, I'll show you
in
the
73,
second one. Okay.
73,
According to the you can explain it.
so in the 73, the only primary sector provided more income or generated more income, whereas secondary and tertiary was very low.
Low, yes, very good. So here I told you in the year 1773-74, the contribution from the primary sector was too much, isn't it?
Yes.
For the GDP of the country. Then other sectors were, contributing less. But in the year 2013-14, the what's called, the contribution from the primary sector, became less. Then secondary sector, of course, more than the primary sector. Then tertiary sector contributed a lot. Okay, according to percentage wise also said in the beginning only 10%. In the beginning the percentage wise, the year 1973-74, see percentage wise 40% from the primary, then 10% and more less than the 50% from the tertiary. But in 2013-14, only 10% from the primary, then almost 20% from the secondary, but rest of the contribution was from the tertiary sector. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for your homework, okay, please write it down. Okay. Are you all ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So write it down. Draw a GDP graph on a paper of 2 years. Draw a GDP graph on a paper of 2 years, 1973-74 and 2013-14, and draw some conclusions in your own words. Is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So thank you, dear students, and have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you tomorrow. Okay.